Hi everyone, this is Adriana from the Learning and Development team here at Avon, and I am here to talk to you today about everything foundation and concealer, but when it comes specifically to dry skin. So I definitely have skin that's on the drier side, especially in the winter time. I do start seeing flakes, my skin isn't as even because it does get even drier, but even in the warm months of the summertime, I do have a little bit overall drier skin. I'm always thinking of different ways to keep it hydrated, loving that Aqua Bomb from Belief, but it's just overall always feeling a little bit tighter, and when I lay my makeup down, I definitely see how it's not as smooth. So I've learned some few tips and tricks throughout the years to really allow it to create that flawless canvas, that flawless, natural looking, hydrated canvas that we're all looking for. So skincare is key, obviously. I've already applied my skincare. A key note here is always to allow whatever you use to dry down for about 5 minutes. It will just, help your makeup to not blend in or get affected by the skincare that you use. So number one, besides moisturizing your skin, is a primer. So we just launched these amazing VDL primers. This one specifically is the VDL Fresh. And the reason why I chose this and am obsessed with this one is the fact that it's actually formulated, so this formula itself, over 70% of the formula is made with hydrating ingredients. So someone that has dry skin is really gonna wanna look for products that have hydrating, moisturizing ingredients in it. So all I'm gonna do is blend it in my hand and just apply it all over. I mean, already immediately I feel a lot more hydrated. Kind of fun fact is you can actually use the VDL Fresh Primer as a skincare essence. So it definitely has all of those hydrating ingredients, but what I love as a primer is that it's gonna give me that instant smooth canvas and just a great platform, a great primed version of my skin to help my makeup last its longest and also get this amazing glow. So obviously the VDL, the franchise itself is all about illuminating, and this one specifically has more of a sunlit, sun-kissed glow, which I really love. Okay, so next I've primed my skin, ready to go into the foundation. Cashmere Complexion. Now, who isn't obsessed with this foundation? 24 hours, long wear, full coverage, which is amazing. And what's really great for skin types like mine who have drier skin, this is infused with artichoke extracts and lavender extracts that really are gonna nourish and add back all of those great elements into your skin that you wanna kind of keep feeding into it. So I actually like to use it a little bit differently where I'm gonna actually mix it. So I use macadamia, and what I'm gonna do, and I'm actually gonna mix it with our Anew Hydra Fusion 1.5 hyaluronic acid. So foundation, you can definitely mix with other skincare products. And what is so great, especially when you have drier skin, there is nothing wrong, and it's really gonna be it's gonna create a little bit more of a lighter finish, but it's gonna add back those moisturizing, hydrating ingredients that's gonna really, so I just basically did equal parts of the foundation and the serum, and I'm just gonna mix it on the back of my hand. Make sure it's all even and mixed together, and it's just gonna create, like I said, just a little bit more of a lighter coverage, but it's also going to add back in all those great ingredients and hydration that I want to see throughout the day. So it's not going to be as matte on my skin, but that's what's so great about this formula. And you see, I'm just dabbing it everywhere. I'm going to blend it out, obviously, but it's just going to give me that hydrated look so I don't look dry throughout the day. Another key, while still giving me that amazing, great full coverage. So another key tip is how you apply the product, right? I always, this is like my go-to. I use a dampened makeup applicator. So this is our makeup applicator, and I want to show you what the real difference is. This is what the makeup applicator looked like before. Look at how much water that applicator absorbed. And that's really for two reasons. One is for the fact that all of this makeup that I applied onto my skin is gonna stay on my skin and not get absorbed into this applicator like the water did. So that water is gonna kind of take the place of the makeup. So the makeup is not gonna go into the blender, it's gonna stay on my skin. What also the benefit of it is, especially when you have dry skin, you wanna do whatever it takes to keep moisture on your skin and to create like a very natural looking finish so you don't look dry. That's kind of always the fear, right? That throughout the day, your skin is gonna start looking dry and it's gonna fall into the cracks. The formula itself is gonna fall into your cracks. That is what you don't want to happen. And so applying your foundation with a moistened and a damp beauty applicator, makeup applicator, is really gonna help with that. So as you can see, I am kind of really dabbing and stippling, using stippling motions to apply the formula. So what this is gonna do is to create almost like a natural second skin version of the foundation. And it's really gonna go into my skin. I'm dabbing it in because I don't want it to just sit on top. I want it to really kind of be a part of my skin. So I'm just applying it all over, making sure it's all blended out. There you go. Again, circular motion, circular, dabbing, tapping it out. Really nice. So I'm gonna, I achieve this really nice, soft, even layer where it's not heavily caked out, but it created just an overall really nice canvas. There you go. So what I'm gonna do next, and make sure not to forget the neck. No one wants that mask, right? Really nice. And you know what, at a time like this though, I may actually go back in now and see where I have a little bit more areas that I want to cover. I'm gonna just put it on the back of my hand so it's a little more targeted. Just, I noticed like just different places where I want to cover a little bit more. I'm just gonna add in, the formula is really great in that sense where you can build it really nicely without feeling worried that it's gonna cake. So it's really a nice buildable formula. Now, time for concealer. That's my favorite product, honestly. So the concealer that I'm gonna use is the Cashmere Complexion Concealer. This is also, I believe, shade Macaroon. And what's so great is also that it has, again, it's formulated with these great antioxidant ingredients. So the concealer specifically is formulated with barley extract. So that's gonna have a lot of soothing properties for your skin, which is really nice, especially with dry skin. You're gonna want to make sure that the ingredients that you put on the skin is going to really soothe it versus irritate it or dry it out anymore. So if you can tell, one thing to know is the way I applied this concealer. So I want to not only conceal the dark areas around my eyes, but I want to also highlight with it. So you can see I almost created a triangle shape, but pulled it all the way up because I not only want to conceal the dark areas, but highlight here as well and highlight down here. And at first I'm gonna blend it out actually with my finger. And the reason for that is, again, I want this coverage to really cover. And this is this foundation is great because it is a full coverage concealer, but I don't want any of this gorgeous concealer to be left on, whether it's a tool, whether it's a brush or a makeup applicator. So I want to definitely start off with my finger, so I blend it out but all of that product is gonna remain on my face in the areas that I want it. I even highlight a little bit there in the middle to brighten the area. And then to really blend it all out, I will go back now. And again, using those stippling motions just to like create a natural blend with the foundation, just in those areas that I applied. But I kind of like want to leave this part here so then it's like really covered. And I'll probably add a little down here. There you go. Really nice. Really nice coverage. Okay, so now blush. Obviously, we have now this overall canvas, really nice, healthy finish, but you know, you want to warm up your skin. Now we have amazing blushes. You know, you have powder blushes, you have cream blushes. We just launched these cushion blushes. So this, again, because I have dry skin, I always opt for the Moisture Cushion Blush. This is a lot of really nice, exactly what the name is, a moisture cushion blush. Has really nice ingredients in it to keep your skin not only looking dewy, but it adds back that moisture and doesn't take away. So I'm just gonna lightly dab it, and this will kind of add to that natural, hydrated, healthy look that I want, especially with dry skin, because you want to kind of counteract that dullness. Now the color that I'm using today is Coral. I love that it kind of gives me this healthy overall glow. I do use the pink one as well, but I would definitely say that I use the Coral more often than not. But that's gonna kind of really marry nicely with the foundation, so it really kind of creates almost like a dewy glow. I have this overall full coverage, but then the naturalness of the skin kind of gets added back when, you know, not only do I mix it in with a hydrator with like the Anew Serum 1.5 serum, but also with this dewy blush. And then one thing to know is you'll notice I actually foregoed a powder. So most people in their complexion routine, they kind of, whether it's just in the T-zone, but they will add a finishing powder. And I definitely can do that, but you know, powder absorbs oil, right? And so it's really important that for me, and right now I just feel my skin is especially dry, that I'm foregoing any sort of powder products because I want to make sure my skin looks hydrated and natural and fresh. And another quick tip, because I know some of you guys are already asking, so you can actually mix this foundation or any foundation with a serum, with even a moisturizer, just if you want to have a little bit of a lighter coverage, or if you want to add some of those moisturizing benefits in. The one tip that I'm going to say, because it's not just you can't just mix anything. Cashmere Complexion is a water-based foundation. So you want to make sure you stay mixing water with water, because you know, if you think of water and oil, so if you add this foundation with an oil, it's gonna start to separate, and think of that as on your skin throughout the day. So you want to definitely make sure that you are mixing two products that not only in equal parts but are based in the same thing. So water with water, and if you have an oil-based formula, then oils will be just fine. So I hope all of those tips and tricks helped. Definitely when you have dry skin, you want to look as natural and radiant and hydrated as you can. So hopefully those different pointers helped, and you guys got to come along with me and see how I apply my complexion products. And if you have any other questions or want to see anything else, definitely let us know. You know, we're always back here feverishly working for you. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you so much. Bye.